Welcome back to Secrets of Buried Stories. There are treasures far more valuable than gold or jewels. The greatest treasure of the ancient world was knowledge, and its repository was the legendary Library of Alexandria. A beacon of intellectual achievement, it was said to contain hundreds of thousands of scrolls, the collective wisdom of Greece, Egypt, and beyond. Its loss is considered one of history's greatest tragedies. But what if the story isn't one of simple destruction? What if a significant portion of its knowledge was saved, hidden away, forming a profound buried secret that has shaped history from the shadows? Founded in the 3rd century BC in Alexandria, Egypt, the library was more than just a collection of books. It was part of a larger research institution called the Mausoleum. It was the intellectual heart of the Hellenistic world, attracting the greatest minds of the era. Mathematicians like Euclid, astronomers like Eratosthenes, who calculated the circumference of the Earth, and countless philosophers, poets, and inventors. The library's goal was ambitious: to collect all of the world's knowledge. Ships docking in Alexandria's harbor were required to surrender any books they carried for copying, with the copies returned to the owners and the originals kept by the library. The end of the library was not a single, fiery event, as often depicted in popular culture, but a slow, painful decline over several centuries. Historical accounts are fragmented and often conflicting. Julius Caesar's fire in 48 BC, during his civil war in Alexandria, is often blamed, though it likely destroyed a warehouse of scrolls near the harbor, not the main library itself. Later, periods of political instability, religious purges, and budget cuts under Roman rule led to a decline in its prominence and the gradual dispersal or loss of its collection. By the 4th century AD, the great institution was a shadow of its former self, and whatever remained was likely destroyed during religious strife that saw the destruction of pagan temples, including the Serapeum, a sister library. While the physical loss of these scrolls is a tragedy, the more tantalizing mystery is the nature of the knowledge that was lost. We know of countless works from ancient authors that are only known to us by name because they were cited in other surviving texts. The library would have held complete plays by Sophocles and Euripides, lost histories of the ancient world, works on philosophy, medicine, and engineering that could have been centuries ahead of their time. It's the loss of this unknown potential that truly haunts us. This is where a compelling alternative theory emerges. What if, during the long centuries of the library's decline, a group of dedicated scholars, librarians, and patrons saw the coming darkness? What if they realized that political and religious fanaticism would inevitably seek to destroy this vast collection of human knowledge? Imagine a secret society, a clandestine brotherhood of knowledge keepers formed within the library's very walls. Their sole purpose: identify and preserve the most important, the most groundbreaking, and perhaps the most dangerous works in the collection. Working in secret, over generations, they would have made copies of these critical texts, not on papyrus, but perhaps on more durable materials, or translated into coded languages to protect their contents. As the library faced increasing threats, this secret society would have smuggled its precious archive out of Alexandria. They wouldn't have moved it to another major city like Rome or Constantinople, which would be just as vulnerable to political turmoil. Instead, they would have sought out remote, hidden locations: a secret vault buried in the Egyptian desert, a fortified monastery in a remote mountain range, or perhaps even dispersing the collection across multiple hidden sites throughout the known world. This hidden archive would have become the ultimate buried secret. It would contain not just lost plays and poems, but perhaps works on science and technology that would seem impossible for the ancient world. Detailed astronomical charts far exceeding known capabilities. Treatises on medicine based on a deep understanding of anatomy. Engineering diagrams from machines that wouldn't be reinvented for over 1,000 years. Perhaps even philosophical or historical texts that offered a completely different and potentially subversive view of the world and its rulers. This theory suggests that this secret society and its hidden library didn't just passively guard the knowledge. they may have carefully released fragments of it back into the world at opportune moments throughout history, sparking innovations and influencing the course of events like the Renaissance. The sudden reappearance of lost classical texts during that period could be seen not as mere chance discoveries, but deliberate releases from this hidden archive. Proponents of this idea point to circumstantial evidence, the surprisingly rapid advances during certain historical periods, the recurring legends of hidden libraries or repositories of ancient wisdom, and the simple fact that it seems almost too convenient that so much knowledge could be lost so completely without a concerted effort to save at least some of it. While there is no direct archaeological proof of such a secret society or a hidden library, the concept is powerful. It transforms the story of the Library of Alexandria from a simple tragedy of destruction into an epic tale of preservation against all odds. It suggests that the light of ancient knowledge was never truly extinguished, but merely buried, kept safe by dedicated guardians, waiting for the day that humanity would be ready for its full revelation. The search for lost knowledge is, in many ways, the search for this hidden library. Every ancient manuscript rediscovered in a forgotten monastery, every archaeological find that challenges our timeline of technology could be a clue, a breadcrumb leading back to this ultimate buried secret. The idea that somewhere, in a hidden vault, the lost wisdom of the ancient world still exists is a powerful and enduring hope, a testament to the idea that knowledge once created can never truly be destroyed.